unless beneficiaries act now. Federal agencies have implemented a coordinated set of security updates affecting disability benefits administration. These measures were introduced to reduce identity theft, curb fraud, and protect program integrity. But they also change how beneficiaries access accounts, how data is validated, and how quickly issues are resolved. The result is a new operating environment: tighter automated screening, more frequent verification prompts, deeper cross-agency data checks, and greater reliance on digital authentication. For many recipients, particularly those with limited digital access or unstable documentation, these changes increase the likelihood of temporary holds, verification requests, or delays in payment processing. Why this is happening now is straightforward. Over the last decade, digital access expanded while legacy security systems lagged. Audits and oversight reports flagged rising attempts at account takeovers, synthetic identity fraud, and unauthorized changes to payment information. Agencies accelerated reforms that had been recommended for years. Those reforms include enhanced identity verification, behavioral monitoring, risk-based account categorization, and improved interagency data matching. Each element improves integrity, but also raises the operational bar for beneficiaries to maintain uninterrupted access. Enhanced identity verification is now standard. Beneficiaries may encounter multi-step authentication routines that combine knowledge-based checks, device recognition, one-time codes sent by text or email, and in some cases, biometrics. These measures block many fraudulent attempts, but they can also trigger false positives when records mismatch, old addresses, changed phone numbers, or different name formats between agency files. When a mismatch occurs, automated flags can lock account access or mark accounts for manual review. Such reviews can take days or weeks, depending on staffing and case complexity. Behavioral monitoring systems have been deployed to detect unusual patterns, logins from new locations, atypical access times, or repeated failed authentication attempts. Accounts that exhibit these markers are temporarily restricted pending investigation. Because monitoring is automated and runs continuously, restrictions can occur without prior notice. A temporary lock on an account does not always equate to a lost benefit, but it often produces paperwork, verification steps, and a delay window that can be consequential for those living on fixed income. Cross-agency data synchronization has also intensified. Disability benefits interact with wage records, tax filings, medical eligibility databases, and state-run assistance systems. Updates that increase sensitivity to discrepancies mean that previously small inconsistencies are now flagged. For example, a pension payment reported incorrectly on a state database, or a mismatched medical provider code, can trigger a cross-check that prompts a verification request from the disability agency. The data itself may be accurate. The system's tolerance has simply decreased. Risk-based account categorization is a core change with substantive downstream effects. Accounts are now scored using multiple inputs: prior verification history, frequency of information updates, prior appeals, concurrent benefit claims, and patterns of account access. High-risk profiles receive escalated scrutiny and slower automated processing. Low-risk profiles move through more efficiently. Because beneficiaries do not see the scoring logic, they can be surprised by the speed or slowness of how a particular case moves. The key operational consequence is that two beneficiaries with otherwise identical circumstances may receive different treatment solely because of their internal risk profile. Staffing and access changes compound these technical shifts. At the same time security was tightened, agencies have reduced on-site staffing and closed or consolidated field offices in many regions. The move toward a digital-first service model increases self-service capacity, but it also reduces immediate human help for complex cases. Automated systems flag issues faster than the remaining human workforce can resolve them. The result has been increased wait times for case resolution, slower appeal handling, and longer timelines for reinstating payments after an account flag. What should beneficiaries do now? First, validate contact and identity information immediately. Confirm that the agency has your current mailing address, phone number, email, and any alternate contacts. Small discrepancies, use of nicknames, short forms of names, or outdated addresses are common triggers. Second, create or verify access to the official online account portal if possible, and register secure secondary contact methods. Even if you rarely use online services, having an active, accurate profile reduces automatic friction. Third, keep copies of identity documents, medical eligibility records, and recent bank statements easily accessible. When verification is requested, being prepared can shorten the hold period. Fourth, designate a trusted representative or representative payee in writing if assistance is needed. Ensure that representative contact details are updated in agency records. Fifth, be alert for verification requests and respond promptly. Automated holds often begin a countdown clock tied to documentation windows. Beware of scams that exploit uncertainty. Fraudsters increase phishing and social engineering attempts during administrative transitions. The agency will not call demanding payment or ask for social security numbers over unsolicited phone calls. Do not click links in unverified emails claiming to unlock an account. When in doubt, use the official agency phone number or website to confirm communications. What to expect in practical terms? Beneficiaries may see more notifications, more requests for confirmation, and occasional temporary holds while automated systems validate data. Many cases will be resolved within days if documentation is current. More complex anomalies, conflicting records, prior appeals, or cross-agency disputes may require weeks. Appeals and manual reviews will be under strain and may take longer than in previous years. Plan accordingly. Build a short-term buffer for essential expenses where possible, and communicate with prescription providers or landlords if a verification period is underway. Policy implications matter. These security updates reflect an institutional prioritization of program integrity under budgetary and political pressure. They will reduce certain fraud types, but also raise the operational cost of adjudicating legitimate complexity. Long-term solutions require better data interoperability, increased funding for human caseworkers, targeted outreach to low digital literacy populations, and clear guidance for representative payees. Without those investments, automated security gains risk increasing the human cost of access. The most important immediate principle is prevention through accuracy. Keep agency records accurate, maintain accessible documentation, and respond quickly to verification requests. If an account is flagged, escalate via formal channels. Request a supervisor review, ask for a written explanation of required documents, and document all interactions. If delays threaten essential needs, rent, utilities, prescriptions, seek local advocacy assistance, such as legal aid, community organizations, or your congressional office to expedite review when appropriate. This is a pivotal moment in disability benefits administration. Beneficiaries who proactively confirm records, prepare documentation, and remain vigilant against scams will be best positioned to avoid disruption.